This week, join us for the Brian Green Property Group New Zealand Rally Championship as we head back to the Central Machine Hire Rally Otago. We're hanging out poolside with champion Ben Hunt and his top supporters. Figuring out the fastest way around a corner, checking out a mobile rally workshop, and hearing Emma Gilmore talk about her passion for cats.
Thank you.
Dunedin's set to roar in April with 3 days of action-packed rallying. The Otago Rally, known for its fast stages and epic jumps, is drawing crowds worldwide. We've got a triple feature, the Otago Classic, pitting local legend Dean Buist against WRC stars Hayden Paddon and Chris Meek. The Asia Pacific Rally Championship, led by Kiwi Jack Hawkswood, and the Brian Green Property Group New Zealand Rally Championship opener.
The 2024 Nzrc title battle went down to the wire, but it was Skoda driver Ben Hunt who claimed victory.
Do I talk into it? Testing, testing. I've lost count. 3, I think, yeah. 2019, the last time we won it. It was obviously an amazing season with Subaru. Unfortunately, 2 stages ago, blew the turbo and didn't get to finish it. So it's sort of, even though we'd won the first 5 rallies and just not finishing the last one, it didn't make it as special. You know, it was awesome at Whangarei this year to have all the boys waiting at the end of the stage and just getting to celebrate it with them. You know, I'm just a little part of the team, I just drive it. I like having a comeback. Holding on to something's a lot harder. Definitely, even in a rally, if you're down by a minute or whatever, you drive a lot different than when you're defending. So, and you can't beat the feeling of trying to make up time. Yeah, definitely rallying's down the bottom of the list. My wife's pulling. Apart from when the kids go to sleep, then rallying comes more important. But yeah, it is hard. It is a big juggling act. I get up at 6 in the morning, and you know we spend time with the kids and normally drop one of them off and go to work. And yeah, it is tricky, and it's probably I'm the only one that you can blame for that. So, but and there will become a time when I got to choose, and rallying will definitely be the first thing that has dropped off the list. I've been mates with Tony since 2006, and then he's co-drove since the 2010, so yeah, I guess it is quite a long time. It's probably a love-hate relationship at times. He should be doing the European Rally Championship or the WRC, he's phenomenal. That Otago would be my favourite. I love how many options Otago has. You know, I think there's that many roads to choose from, and we do 16 stages or 18 stages. I just like a new stage, a new challenge, a new scenery. So probably Otago. I think my best rally would have been Otago 2015, even though I got 4th, but I think that was probably my best rally. Went off, punctured in stage 2 or 3, clawed it back the rest of that day, and then first stage on Sunday morning, punctured again, clawed it back again the rest of the day. But I think it was my best rally just because, like you said before, you were trying to do a comeback and you were extracting the most out of a car, which is, you just don't get that feeling really any other way. This is Lulu. She's just turned 9 months old. Is just learning to say dada, aren't you? Young little Isa over there that just turned 4. Come over here, Isa. Be careful with that. Say bye. Bye. Okay, Lulu. Bye.
The rally started in the Octagon with a traditional season team photo, an autograph session for fans. The The rally's held over 2 days. Day 1 starts with a forestry stage through Berwick before the cars make their way to the Middlemarch area, dominated by fast public roads through this moonscape environment, and finishing with a blast around the Dunedin Port roads. Day 2 returns to the traditional South Taieri roads with a couple of classics like Berwick Forest, Waipori Gorge, and of course the world-famous Kuri Bush stage. Rally Challenge for 4 and 2-wheel drive cars is held only on Day 1. 13 competitors joining this year, including international entrant Julien Longley.
Hi, my name is Julien Longley. I'm from Vanuatu and I'm competing in the Nzrc Category 5. The roads are so much nicer here. Wide, fast, flowy. A good friend of my mum, when I was 8 or 10 years old, got me to sit next to him in a rally car, and I think I got the bug from that day.
Also on board this year, Ben Hubin in the ex-Richard Mason Pro Drive Subaru.
Hi, I'm Ben Huband. I'm from Whangarei and competing in Cat 5A. I was fortunate enough to do some servicing with Richard Mason back in the day, from the version 7 through, and then including this car. Enjoying to actually have a crack at it myself.
Caleb McDonald led the way over the first 2 stages in his Evo 6, continuing the strong form he'd shown in 2024, pulling out over 30 seconds on Gavin Feast. Feast has paired up with experienced co-driver Mel Peden for 2025 in his Subaru, and he was ahead of the Subarus of Longley and Ben Hubin. Hubin won the feature stage 3 as he grew more confident in the Pro Drive Subaru, but it wasn't enough to take 3rd place from Longley in the older Subaru. Longley's Subaru, an older model, but he has plenty of miles under his belt, and this year joined by co-driver Fleur Pedersen. Behind them, Brian Green, our rally veteran and sponsor of the Nzrc, was in a close battle with one of the younger competitors, Josh Keeley. In fact, Green's rally resume, which stretched over 50 years, means that he once battled head-to-head with Josh's grandfather, Maury Chandler, in the 70s. Glenn Elcorn had left his Escort at home, and the Irish Aussie was trying out a Subaru H6 here. He was in a close battle with another second-generation driver in Kevin Laird, whose parents have had a huge influence on the sport in the Southland region. So it's great to see a new generation of drivers taking to the stages. Terry Taylor in 9th in her classic Subaru WRX. For those with a nostalgic memory, it's great to hear that classic Subaru engine sound again. They struggled with an intercom issue but managed to work around that across the day.
Yeah, when we got a small crest with 350.
Over the afternoon, McDonald showed his superior pace, extending his lead over Gavin Feast. This is McDonald's 2nd season with the Australian co-driver Larissa Bigger, and the pair are working well together. Feast had established a good margin in 2nd, which he held until the finish. But behind him, Longley and Hubin were in a close battle. Longley held 3rd until the penultimate stage here on stage 7. And Hubin closed the gap and eventually took 3rd place by just 5 seconds. Unfortunately, Josh Keeley was delayed getting to the stage 7 start, and despite getting through the stage, he copped a 3-minute 10-second penalty. So Brian Green up to 5th place in the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 9, a great result for the season opener. Laird held off the challenge from Elcorn to finish 6th, Elcorn and Keeley finishing 7th and 8th, while Terry Taylor the final finisher in her classic Subaru. So confirming the results, it's McDonald from Feast, Hubin taking 3rd over Longley with Brian Green in 5th. In the 2-wheel drive challenge, there were just 4 cars, but great variety from the rear drive Escort of Kyle Percival, Mazda RX-7 of Charlie Evans, the 2 front-wheel drive cars of Ian Warren and Thomas Paul. Unfortunate start for 17-year-old Kyle Percival on stage 1, a puncher sending him up the bank and onto its side, and that was the end of the day for our youngest competitor. Evans led over the first 3 stages in the RX-7. He'd left his trusty Honda Civic at home in Hamilton, choosing to drive the RX-7 after competing in the Silver Fern Rally at the end of 2024. But Thomas Paul, stepping into the Rally Challenge for the first time in 2025, was putting up a strong showing, and on stage 4 he took over the lead by just 1.4 seconds.
Very long 5 right, keep mid.
Ian Warren keeping abreast of the 2 up front as well, making for an entertaining afternoon among the 3 drivers. Evans had to make running repairs with his distributor in the afternoon, which slowed his pace and it looked like Warren might catch him. In fact, it was just 10 seconds between the two drivers after stage 7. But Warren hit the wall on stage 8 and finished nearly 7 minutes behind Evans. So Thomas Paul starts the season with a victory. Paul extended his lead to 1 minute 33 over Evans, Ian Warren in third in the Nissan. Next up, we talk tyres, and later we meet Emma Gilmore at home.